Hello and welcome everyone. The mission today will have me roaming the map, hunting for a handful of roe deer. The roe deer have become a bit of an issue for the local farmers, so it's time to put a dent in their population. For Sommer 5, I'll simply have to harvest 4 roe deer. To do so, I can go anywhere I'd like. Roe deer don't have a home range, so they can be found sprinkled across the map in small groups here and there. Since I run into them often during my travels, this is an easy mission to do passively, while cruising around the map. But if I wanted to get the mission off the to-do list, I could also target them in their need zones. They'll be feeding in the fields, resting in the woods, and drinking along the edges of the rivers and lakes. Any roe deer, male or female, will count, but I'm hoping to bag some roebucks if I can. I'll bring along some Class 3 weapons like the Ranger 243, the Koso 357 handgun, or maybe even some buckshot for a shotgun. Their species is easy to call in, so I'll also be sure to include the roe deer collar to lure them out. The first one I got passively while working on the Connie 2 mission in the Rinderland Gorge. Here I needed to make a harvest with a shotgun, so while I was checking out my inventory, a moment of opportunity came by. I quickly finished up and began the stalk. Another call told me he was close, so I whipped out the roe deer collar as I crept through the brush. After a handful of lonely squeaks, I heard the sound of footsteps ahead. He was a little far for a shotgun, so I tried one more time to bring him in just a little closer. He is a dark brown level 1, scoring silver at 52.18. Both shots made contact, but the first one did the brunt of the work, getting him in the right lung, liver, and stomach at 33 meters. A little while later, I decided to try and get the mission out of the way, so I set the clock to roe deer drink time. I wanted to explore along the edges of Spreeberg Lake, so I spawned in at the Rittersheim outpost. My route to the water brought me to the Rittersheim cabin. I peeked through the windows, but no one was home. As I turned to leave, I got a warning call from a roe. He's a decent estimate, but tucked away in the cove. I slowly began to reposition for a better shot. I had a good wind and low visibility, so I had all the time in the world to get him. And I dropped him where he stood. He is a brown level 2 scoring gold at 75.63, becoming my best roe deer to date. After all this time on Hirsch, I finally have one that I can almost brag about. I put him down instantly with a shot to the right lung and the heart at 73 meters. From there, I wanted to try and get to the eastern shoreline to see what I might find. The wind was quite poor along the way, so I splashed my way through the reeds, not expecting to find much as I went. But to my surprise, I got a warning call at the head of the lake. With all the shuffling of leaves and trees, I assumed that I'd been busted, so I simply continued pushing my way through the brush. But when I came out on the other side, things got a bit messy. I quickly tried to spot them and found 2 males and a female. I fumbled the keys as the closest roebuck began to flee. I then hauled out the .243, but meant to pull out the .357. The second one was ready to bolt, but I didn't have a very good angle. I kept my sights trained on him, hoping for a better shot. Got him. He's a dark gray level 2 silver at 55.13, and more like what I'm used to seeing here on the map. The .357 hit a little further back than I'd like, but still took him down nicely with a shot to the stomach, liver, and right lung at 38 meters. Alright, with 3 down and 1 to go, I carried on with my search along the shoreline. Turns out it wasn't completely choked with reed like the other side, but it was too steep to hold any good drink zones. As a result, I didn't have any good luck until I got closer to the castle at the southern end. The one to the right was a decent shooter, so I zeroed in on him. And he went down quickly. But now I had a bit of an issue. Despite my best Peter Parker impression, I wasn't able to cling to the edge of the cliff and get to the other side. Annoyed with my lack of superhuman abilities, I resolved to go around. After spamming the spacebar about 300 times or so, I begrudgingly made it over the hill and back to the shoreline. My final harvest for the mission was another brown level 2 roebuck, scoring silver at 57.85. I got him with a Ranger .243 through both lungs at 166 meters. Usually I like to make fun of these rabbits on steroids, but I actually did pretty good this time around. The Roe Deer herds in Hirsch are small and scattered, so finding the good ones takes a little bit of legwork. I've still got a handful of Sommer missions left to go, so I'm hoping to bag a few more decent ones before I'm done. If you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Sommer 6 wants to get me some with a little size, so my quest for the bruiser roebuck continues. Thanks for watching.